Republican representative for New York and member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Republican Israel Caucus, Abraham Accords Caucus, and Bipartisan Task Force for Combating Anti-Semitism, Michael Lawler, joins me. And just a few hours ago, he was on a campus at Columbia University. He and others called on Congress to pass the Stop Anti-Semitism on College Campuses Act, as well as the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act. Today, he also wrote a letter with other lawmakers to President Shafiq of the university, demanding her resignation. Good evening, sir, and tell me what you saw and learned today.
Well, thanks for having me, Greta. What we're seeing across America on these college campuses is rampant, unchecked anti-Semitism. And as I said in my remarks outside the gates of Columbia today, on October 7th, we saw the end result when hatred and anti-Semitism is taught in schools. That is exactly what is taught in Gaza. They want to kill Jews. And what we're seeing here on campuses like Columbia, calling for the eradication of the state of Israel, calling for Jews to go back to Poland, threatening harm and harassing Jewish students on campus, it's unacceptable. And the president of Columbia, like the president of Harvard and UPenn and MIT, have failed in their obligations to ensure the safety and well-being of all students on campus, and to ensure that educational institutions like Columbia are an opportunity for engagement, for discussion. But what this has become is just rampant anti-Semitism running amok on the campus grounds, and it needs to be stopped immediately.
Well, I don't know if you know, but in the last hour or so, it's being reported that hundreds of members of faculty at Columbia who are supporting the arrest because of the encampment have also walked out. One quick remedy the president could do is, if they don't show up to teach their classes because they have a walkout, is fire them for breaching their contract. I assume they have contracts to actually teach. But we'll see what she does there. But, you know, do you have the sense that anybody, I mean, what I think is most powerful piece of persuasion in this is if the faculty members at Columbia and other universities and the president watch that 45, 46, 47-minute video that Hamas taped themselves, recorded themselves wearing GoPro when they slaughtered those innocents on October 7th. Have any of them actually seen this video? Because I'm sure these students have, or they wouldn't be out there standing and doing this. They're not protesting against Hamas.
Greta, I watched that video in Israel with Prime Minister Netanyahu about a month after the October 7th terrorist attack, and then watched it again, the 45-minute version, in Congress with my colleagues. I can tell you, if you've watched that video, there is no way in God's green earth that you would be standing in support of Hamas. They butchered, brutalized innocent women, children, and babies.
And they did it with glee, calling home and bragging about it to the parents, because I saw it likewise. You said you watched in Congress with your colleagues. You got a lot of colleagues in Congress. How many in Congress do you think have actually seen this? Because they're voting on very important things having to do with anti-Semitism and aid and everything. How many do you think, how many of your colleagues watched it with you?
There was about half of my colleagues. Most of the squad was not in the room. To her credit, AOC was, but most of them were not. And, you know, Greta, something stuck with me in that video, a young man saying, calling home to his parents, Mom, Dad,
yeah,
I just killed 10 Jews with my bare hands.
Yeah, I got 10 just myself. I mean, it's chilling. You know, it's just chilling. It's like, it's absolutely chilling. Well, I think
that level of hatred is taught.
I know, it's horrible. Congressman, thank you for joining me. Michael Lawler, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Greta.